Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me today on my birthday. I'm taking the day off from work and pretty happy that it's my birthday. I wasn't really looking forward to it, but now I kind of am. So I just want to thank all of you for being here. Now, if you do see me looking down, it's because I have my computer here just so that I can be more engaged in the chat than I usually am. I'm trying to improve everything all the time. So, again, thank you so much for joining me. Hi, Kid Wonder. Thank you so much for joining me. Chris, thank you so much for coming. King Morgan, thank you so much. And yes, word up. Thank you, Nora. I hope everyone's having a really great day. How's everyone doing today? Oh, there's a truck outside making some noise. Hopefully you don't hear that. How's everybody's Monday going? Mondays actually usually aren't my most favorite day. It's a day that I find that I'm a little bit slow to get going, but today it's been a little bit easier. I've been really looking forward to going live today. Hi, Jesse. How are you? Thanks for coming. Yeah, actually, I do. I'm going out for dinner with one of my best friends tonight with my daughter. So, really excited about that. Oh, Chris, thank you so much. That's so generous of you. You don't have to super chat me all the time. You always super chat me. I really appreciate it, but please just know that it's not necessary. But I appreciate you. Thank you. Unstable TV, thank you so much for coming. And Jewel in the Kitchen, yes, thank you so much for coming. I'm so glad that you all can be here. And please don't hesitate to get to know one another, go visit each other's channels and connect. And I want this to be a really nice and supportive place. Okay. Oh, thank you, Nora. Thank you for sharing. I appreciate that. Trying. It's been a while since I went live. Yes, there we go. All right. So I hope everyone is having a really great day. It's so weird to do a birthday live during the day, but I figured if I'm taking the day off, then why not? And just do it during the day. It's still a little bit different. And yes, if you see me looking down, I have my other computer here just so that I can make sure that I'm more engaged in the chat. Okay. Oh my goodness. I'm so happy that you guys have been able to come. I hope everyone is enjoying their day. It's really overcast here. I was getting a bit of a headache. I get aggravated a little bit by the weather. So it was overcast and wasn't sure if it was going to like get really bad. Last year for my birthday, I was actually sick. So I was worried that that was going to happen again today because of the weather. The air pressure was bothering me. So I'm glad that that's not the case. Yeah, Chris. Yeah, not looking forward to that, my friend. I'm sure that should be coming in the next 3 years. I think that happens after 50, right? Sister Winnie, thank you so much for coming, and thank you so much for the birthday wishes. Intrepids, thank you so much for coming in, and thank you for the birthday message. Everyone, welcome. And yes, if you don't know each other, please feel free to get to know each other, visit each channels, and please make sure that you're connecting in the proper way so that your connections stick. Hi, Destination Fun. Thank you so much for coming in. Thank you for the birthday wishes. How are you doing? Okay. Sorry, I'm seeing a little bit of a computer issue. Oh, okay, we're good. Everything's good. Just froze for a second there. So Kevin is still streaming, so I'm not sure if the internet is going to have a problem. Hopefully not, but if it's starting to like buffer or anything, please just let me know. Hi, Jamie Hart. Thank you so much for coming in. Roadhog, thank you so much. Thank you. You are so right, Sister Winnie. It's yeah, I'm grateful to be here. I'm relatively healthy. I do have MS, but I'm alive and kicking and I wake up grateful every day to be able to wake up and breathe and live in the country that I do. So I'm very, very blessed. Thank you. Oh, yeah, I have to catch up on housework later today too, Jewel. Oh, so everyone, thank you so much for coming. It's a blessing to have you all here, and I'm grateful and very appreciative for each and every one of you. Thank you so much. Now, with today being Monday, what is everyone else up to? I would love to hear your plans. Are you playing hooky from work to be on the live with me? Oh, Corinne, thank you so much for coming in. I guess it's been 4 months. That's exciting. And thank you so much for joining the live and saying happy birthday and visiting me. I appreciate it. Oh, thank you, Jesse, for sharing. Thank you so much. Yeah, I do. So over the weekend, we had a joint birthday party for myself as well as Kevin's son. So we shared that day yesterday, and it was really, really nice. And then tonight, my friend is taking me out for dinner with my daughter, and she's one of my best friends. We've known each other. Oh gosh. Well, you're 17. So yeah, we've known each other for 17 years now. So it's a really good close friend. So really excited about that. And Kevin is going to be leaving, I think, not too long after I've done live streaming today. So he has to get back to the city and, start working. And he has obligations there that he has to take care of. But those are my plans, and I'm really excited about it. And y'all is someone that, yeah, we know each other really well, but we always have such a great time when we're together. And, we just vibe so well. And she knows Kira almost as well as I do. So it'll be super, super fun. Oh, Jesse Miller, thank you so much for super chatting. That's really kind and generous of you, and I appreciate it. And please know that it's very much appreciated, but it is, not expected or anything like that. That's really sweet. I just really wanted to go live because I haven't really been doing any like big birthday parties or anything like that lately. So I just really wanted to do something, and I am a bit of a hermit, so staying home and going live seems to be pretty suitable. Oh, Mr. Fulton Moraz, thank you so much for coming in, and thank you so much for the song. That's very kind of you. Thank you. Oh, you're heading to your Hamilton County State Games. That's very exciting. Good luck, Mr. Fulton. I'm sure that you are going to do amazing, and I wish you all the luck. Yeah. How many of my Canadian friends are in here? We have Corinne for sure. And Jesse Miller, do you live Like just right across the border from here? I thought I saw in Tuber Chat that you live just over the border. I can't wait. I have to update, well, not update. I have to not reissue, not reapply, renew. I have to renew my passport and I should do it like now. And then I can go across the border because right now I can't. Oh, you're in Maryland? Well, actually, that's not that far away, right? It's a drive, but it's not across the border. Hi, Cricket. Thank you so much for coming in and thank you for the birthday wishes. Thank you so much. Yeah. Yeah, so Rob Chick Beauty's birthday was this past weekend. I have to reach out to her to say happy birthday. I haven't had a chance this weekend. I was on for Kevin's live on Saturday, but Sunday we were, really busy with family, so I couldn't go on yesterday. Yeah, I think it might be about 6 hours, Jesse. Oh, Hilda, hi. Thank you so much for coming in. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, so Jamie, it was you that I saw in Tuber Chat. Yes, when I get my passport, I need to start making plans. And I really do need to hurry up and do my passport because earlier, I think it was last year, the lineups for it were insane. People were actually sleeping on the sidewalk outside of the Service Canada offices, waiting to get in to do their passports. It's not like that anymore, but I need to do it. I need my passport. I want to travel. Life on a budget. Thank you so much for coming in. Betty J. Gathers, thank you so much for coming. It's so lovely to see you. And Roadhog, hi again. Thank you so much for coming in. Cricket, is that for me? If it is, I'm more on East Coast than West Coast. I'm in Ontario. So the way Canada goes, I guess we're kind of in the middle, and then we have Quebec next to us, and then we have the Maritimes where Corinne's from. Oh, Jesse, thank you so much for all of your time that you spent here. Have a great day, and I'll see you soon. Bye. Okay. Yes. So on our side, as far as I know, they don't do the enhanced license anymore. Kevin used to have that. But he has to renew it. I don't think they do it anymore. So that seems to be like awful. But yes, the falls are gorgeous from our side. In my humble opinion, the Canadian side is much, much prettier than the US side. Although you guys have a little bit better shopping than we do. But yeah, the views from our side are definitely, definitely amazing. Oh, Hope Bus. Oh, thank you so much, Vicky, for coming in. Hi. We need to get together soon. I know you guys are probably going to be start traveling soon, so I definitely want to see you before you guys go. Mm. Oh, that's weird, Hilda, but please know you don't have to do that. Um, oh, yeah. So is Idaho considered Midwest? I don't know. Um, yeah, so Hilda, please don't worry about that. Um, yeah, Jamie, I know you've been to Canada a few times. Are you planning to come again soon, like after you get your enhanced license? Because if you do, make sure you let us know so that we can meet up with you. Does anybody else have any travel plans coming up at all? I would love to get traveling. I've been kind of having the bug again lately, wanting to go, but it's just with work, I'm so busy. I'm even surprised that I'm able to take this day off because I don't usually take days off, or at least many, only because it's my job is very involved. I'm very, very busy, and we actually have a gala coming up in August, so I can't really take days off. So I'm grateful to be able to do it, to have this day, because I think I really need it. But yeah. Um yes, for sure, Vicky. Thank you so much. Yeah, we want to get to see you guys again soon. Hilda, how are you feeling? I know you were under the weather for like a few weeks or so now. So, how are you now? Hopefully, you're much, much better. So I'm just checking to make sure I'm not missing anything. Um, Corinne, are you guys doing any traveling? I know you guys basically just got back from Newfoundland. Are you guys thinking about traveling? Well, I guess nobody wants to go to Quebec right now with the fires, but yeah. Are do you guys have plans yet? And help us, Vicky. Where are you guys going to next? Are you guys going to be hosting a retreat anytime soon? If you guys haven't connected with Hope Bus, please make sure that you do because their story is incredible. So yes, check out their videos. They've been redoing this bus and it's unbelievably gorgeous. It's amazing. Thank you, Sister Winnie. Hey, Yellow Shirt Dad, how are you doing? Popping the popcorn. Thank you, Katie, so much for. Oh my gosh, I'm tripping over my words. Thank you, Katie, so much for coming in. Yeah. Yeah. What does your husband do, Jamie? And I totally get it. So with us, I can move a lot of my work stuff around. I can move my schedule pretty much to the way that I need it. I can tailor it to whatever I need. But for Kevin, it's a little bit more difficult. And especially if we want to take a vacation, we will be at some point, I'm hoping. But, he has lots of obligations to the family and to the child and everything. But we can work around that. So we're looking forward to doing that. So I'm just checking up on the chat because I know that I've missed some things. Yeah, Jamie, it would be amazing if you guys can come up. Sherman's Family Farm, thank you so much for coming and welcome. Perfect. Okay, so I'm just going to drop a note in the chat just to make sure I'm engaging in the chat here. Vicky, no, actually, Kevin has to leave shortly after I'm done live streaming. He has family plans and he has to get back to work. So we had a very, very lovely weekend. So I'm definitely not complaining. Oh, wow, Jamie. That is so cool. Actually, Kira and I are going to go to the movies tomorrow. That's part of my birthday present to myself to spend the evening with Kira to do that. And Fast and Furious is one of our things that we always watch. So really excited about that. And I'll make sure I start yelling in the theater and be really annoying, saying my friend's husband made that. And it'll be for every box that's there, I'm sure. I'll be that annoying person. Okay, just making sure I'm not missing anything. Oh, to be Irish Live, thank you so much for coming. I appreciate you. And Triple Diamond, thank you so much for coming. I appreciate the time and for being here. Thank you. Welcome. Yeah, so if you are new to my channel, please don't hesitate to subscribe and like this live stream. And if you can, I would love and appreciate for you to share me out. Okay. Oh, hey Pete. Did you know it's my birthday? I just wanted to make sure that I mentioned that to you because I don't think you know that. Of course, I'm kidding. Oh wow, love her. Thank you. Oh, that's very sweet from Tuber Chat and Pete. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That's beyond generous, and I really appreciate that. Thank you. I don't really know what to say. Thank you. Thank you so much to be Irish. Thank you for everyone coming in from the raid and Tuber Chat. My love, thank you so much for the raid. Together We Travel, thank you so much for coming in. And it's funny that you're here because part of this live stream has been talking about traveling and me wanting to get my passport renewed and would love to start traveling. I know Kevin would love to go on a cruise. That would be really good to do this year. And how is everyone that is new that's come in? Thank you so much for coming. And how are you doing? How is your day going? And also for the new people that have come in, please do not hesitate to connect with each other and make those connections solid and make sure you do the connection in the proper way so that everybody can be friends forever. Yes, yes, I'm very, very, very humbled and grateful to still be alive. I have some people in my life that sadly aren't here, and it always feels different, but at the same time, I feel grateful to still be here. So I'm grateful to be relatively healthy. I just have MS, but I don't think that that's been too much of an issue for me. Kevin K, thank you so much for coming in, my love. For those of you who don't know, Kevin K is Tuber Chat and also the love of my life. Thank you so much, Yellow Shirt Dad. I appreciate the well wishes. Okay, so I just want to, I keep forgetting. I have one computer that is a touch screen, and then I have a computer that is not. And I keep thinking that the computer that is not a touch screen is, and getting bothered with it for not working. It's so annoying. And I just lost a browser, so you just have to excuse me for a minute. The computer is far away and I have really bad eyesight, but if I use my glasses, it ends up being a really bad glare, so it doesn't look very good. So I'm just going to pull up my browser back, and then I'll be able to see everything in the chat. Okay, so let me see what I've missed. Sorry, everyone. I will be right with you. Okay. Oh, wow, Pete. Thank you. Oh, you didn't have to do that. Okay. Um, yeah, I'm really, really, really super grateful, Pete. You are such a great friend to me, and you don't have to do that. I appreciate you so much, and that was so lovely of you to do. Thank you, thank you, thank you. If you are not connected to Scratch and Pete, make sure that you do because this guy is a friend for life. Oh, Kevin. Yeah, yes, you've been a member for 31 months. I know. Oh my gosh. Oh, wow. Kevin. Kevin's in the next room. That is so unbelievably generous. Thank you, thank you, thank you for those gifted memberships. That is so kind and lovely. Thank you. Catlin, thank you so much for coming in and the birthday wishes. Sam, thank you so much for coming in. So Sam's vlogs, Trans and More is from the UK, and it's 5 hours later from now. So I appreciate the thought and your time for coming in to say happy birthday and join the live. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I want to know. Nora, thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate you. That is such a kind and lovely thing. And please know it's super chats are definitely not expected or anything. It's absolutely lovely, very appreciated. And yeah, thank you for your generosity. Thank you. Yeah, Timmy's fun. Get to the farm. Thank you so much for coming. The Bud Files, thank you so much for coming in. Granny filming again. Hi, thank you so much for being here. Okay, so I'm going to do. Okay. Wow, so what is everybody up to? Jamie Hart, your birthday was on the 1st? So that was my parents' wedding anniversary, and I think they would have been married. Wow, I can't remember how old my brother is. So I turned 47 today. My brother's 7 years older than me. So my parents would have been married for 55 years on the 1st. Yeah, Stock Explorer is using those emojis. Those are some of my favorite emojis and are pretty fitting for me. Actually, Kira and I haven't been wearing our dinosaur heads for a long time. We really should be doing that. Okay. So here's a question for everybody because, oh, he was born on the 3rd? Oh, Caitlin, that's so cool. Yeah, well, I imagine that, Jewel, so both my parents passed away. My dad died in 2000 and my mom died in 2019. But yeah, now they're together and they can definitely celebrate that anniversary up in heaven or the great space beyond, whatever we want to call it. But yeah, it's funny too because my dad was always sweet to my mom on anniversaries. So yeah, I'm hoping they're having a good time. All right. So together we travel. Where is your next destination that you're planning to go? Because I have FOMO right now and I'm dying to travel. I'd be happy just to travel in Ontario, but if I could go anywhere right now, it would be Paris. I'm dying, dying, dying to go to Paris. I've never been. and I want to go so badly. So, yeah, I want to know, what is your next destination so I can be insanely jealous. Okay. I need more coffee too, Granny filming again. Yes. And Catlin, happy belated birthday. Yeah, all of us Geminis. I think there's a lot of us celebrating this month. So, yeah, I love celebrating birthdays with people. Yeah. Oh, my phone's going off. Okay. Oh, VS Speaks Royally. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, I do. I just need to do it. Actually, I have to renew my passport, and Kira doesn't have a passport yet, so we have to apply for her. So I'll make sure I do that at the same time. And then hopefully Kevin can get his work done, and hopefully we can start traveling soon. Gosh, there's so many places I want to go. I know Kevin wants to go on a cruise. He loves those cruises. I've never been on one, but I would love to go on one. And really, it's not that far away. We could go on like a Caribbean one, because that's just going to Florida and, boarding there, unless there's any boardings in New York, and that would be even easier. To be Irish, yes. Actually, yesterday when we had the party for myself and Kevin's son, we were both sang to last night, and candles and cake and the whole bit. So that was really fun. Yeah. All right. So I hope every day, everyone, oh my gosh. You should be used to my blunders from my bloopers. I hope everyone is having a great day. And I'm so, so thirsty. This is water, and this is my favorite drink right now. It's my blackberry ginger ale. Oh, I love water so much. Okay, together we travel. Your next cruise is oh, here we go. So you're going on a cruise. Together we travel. You're going on a cruise, 14 days in Carnival Legend, heading to Greenland and Canada in August. Wow, that sounds amazing. My aunt and uncle actually did an Antarctic cruise so that they could go see the penguins. And they had such an amazing, amazing time. And I don't know if that's really the cruise for me. I'm more of a sun person. I like being close to the sun. I don't like being overly hot and humid, but I think I'd probably pick a beach any day. But after seeing their videos and pictures, I want to go on this cruise. It was spectacular. And it was really cool because the penguins have absolutely no fear of humans. They were coming up to them. And although it's not like, you're not supposed to be petting them or picking them up, and there's on like these certain trails that you go on, you have to stay on. You can't go off of it because there's like crevasses and stuff like that you can fall into, when that's like an awful thing, because we'll probably die. So, it's not recommended that you do that or anything. But also that some of the barges, sometimes hit ice and can tip. So, like, there's always that element of danger, but I think that's what keeps it really exciting. And yeah, they loved that cruise. So it's very interesting. So it's interesting that you guys are going to Greenland and Canada. Okay. Um, so I'm just looking down at my computer down here just to see if I've missed anything in the chat. Yeah, that's true to be Irish. Oh, so I actually don't like cake at all. It's not very often that I like it. Sometimes I'll crave it, and that's usually either chocolate or vanilla. I'm very, very boring when it comes to cake. But what I really, really love are the Portuguese custard tarts. But I just had those a little while ago, so I don't want to get sick of them. But if I had to choose anything, yeah, it would probably be a cheesecake. They're amazing. But I find that I often don't like store-bought cheesecakes. I like the cheesecakes I make, but that's just a personal preference. Hi, my love. Yes. So it's got to be dinner time for you in the UK, VS. Thank you so much for joining.
Yeah, but for those of us who've been streaming for 3 hours, it's actually pizza time.
Okay. Yes, I don't think Kevin you didn't even have breakfast.
Monster. And coffee.
Monster and coffee, yeah. That's the breakfast of champions. Yes, last night for the party, Jeremy chose what he wanted to have for dinner, and I chose what I wanted, and we just combined it together. So I chose Chinese food, and Jeremy chose pizza. So that's our leftover pizza. We have a little bit of Chinese food left over too, lover. Yeah. Oh gosh. All right. I don't know if Kevin would want to come on because he's been streaming for 3 hours. His voice is probably bothering him by now. Oh, Jack Dawson, thank you so much for coming. Thank you. I appreciate you. Yeah, Catlin, that was Kevin. He was streaming in our office, and I'm just in the dining room right now. Oh gosh. How are you doing, Jack Dawson? I hope you're doing well. Yeah, yeah, never let go, Jack. Never let go. Yes, yes, Jack. And it's funny too because I was thinking about you the other day. I think it was Saturday when Ghostly Winds came on, and for some reason, I thought of you at the same time, and I was like, "Oh, I hope he's doing okay." Yeah. So, Kevin, and I do live together. He's here on the weekends, and then he leaves Monday afternoon or early afternoon, late morning to go back to Toronto to work, and then he comes home late Friday night. So when he streams on Tuber Chat for 2 days of the week, sometimes he'll like call out to me for anything, or I'll pop in and say hi and stuff like that and interrupt him. But yeah, we live together in Niagara Falls, and then he works in Toronto for the other few days of the week. Oh, I'm having issues with my browser. Yes, Catlin, we've been together. It will be 8 years on November 3rd. So yeah, it's it's been quite a while, and we've been living together since June 1st, actually, of 2016. So yeah, we've been together for a little while now. Oh, that's not too personal at all. Definitely not. Yeah, our story definitely is not a secret whatsoever. Oh, so Jack, how have you been? So great to see you. Yeah. Oh, thank you, Kat. Thank you. Yes, I love when people quote Napoleon Dynamite. I love that movie. I'm trying to think of the last time I saw it. It's been several years. I think the last time I saw it was when my cousin Lauren was visiting from BC, so British Columbia in Canada. So yeah, that might be 4 or 5 years or longer since I've seen that. That is one of my all-time favorite movies. How are you feeling, my love?
Ready for cake.
Are you getting birthday cake?
Yes, are you gonna eat some right now?
A small piece. So Kevin's going to give me a small piece of birthday cake. This one was actually really good. So what about you guys? What do you do for your birthdays? Do you do birthday cake? Do you go out for dinner with friends? Do you stay home and cook for your birthday, or do you order in? And if so, what are you ordering? Thank you, Kat. Yeah, we used to go out for dinner for birthdays. I think I just like staying home. It's not often that I like to go out. I like my home. I like where we live. I love the people that live in our home, and I don't like leaving it. It's my safety. But there's sometimes that I like to go. Like tonight, I'm going out for dinner with Danielle for birthday. She's taking me out. And we're actually going to go to like a really small chain and just enjoy. But otherwise, yeah, I like staying in. Oh, Kat, so your birthday is near Father's Day. So you guys have cookouts. We don't have many barbecues anymore, actually. I don't know anybody who has like big barbecue parties lately. I always enjoy those. Nora keeps it simple. So Nora, do you go out?
We demolished this cake yesterday. There's enough people that came by in our family because we always get together. Pardon me, I'll hop in here for a second. As I drop everything all over his keyboard and everything. Look at this. I want to lie and say that I baked this myself. It's just a basic cake, but it was fairly good. But we have it could have been 10 of us together.
Yeah.
So we get like what they call a quarter slab from the grocery store.
Mm-hmm. Oh gosh. Okay, so just checking out what I missed. Yeah, Granny, you haven't been out in years. Yes. Sometimes it's not a very friendly place out there. There's a lot of stuff that I see on TikTok of nonsense that people do that makes me scared too. Oh, so Jamie, we don't have steak often, And unfortunately, like we have to get a new barbecue for us to do like barbecued steak. But I have to say that steak is one of my all-time like favorite things to make, especially when I've been able to make and perfect the way that I do it in a cast iron skillet. Oh my gosh. The last time I made it was I think last weekend. And even Kevin was like he's not difficult to please with food. He likes everything that I make, but the steak that I made last week was stupendous. It was so good. So a cookout with steak has my heart written all over it. Oh, steak, shrimp, chicken, and veggie skewers. Oh, that sounds delicious. So it's not a lemon cake, it's vanilla, which is one of my favorites. I It's so weird because my Google just went off. It's weird because I feel like I have a very sophisticated palate where like I have macaron in the fridge right now that we have, and we have salted caramel ones, lemon, raspberry, chocolate, orange, and pistachio. And like I like adventurous flavors. I love chai, I love baking with chai, I like baking with Earl Grey. But when it comes to cake, it really is, I like to keep it simple, and I like chocolate or vanilla. Sometimes I get wild and crazy and I'll have marble, so which is chocolate and vanilla. Oh my gosh, chocolate and vanilla together. Gonna have to pull out some bloopers out of this or something. But yeah, but for other desserts, I like to be more adventurous with my flavors. But cake is pretty boring for me. Oh, Kevin got a piece. I actually probably won't be able to finish this. It's pretty big, and this is about the same size that I had yesterday, and it took me a long time to eat it. It's actually quite nice. It's really delicious, but it is really on the sweet side. Cast iron for steak, I swear. So sometimes it takes a while, especially to get your cast iron seasoned properly and everything else. But for me, it was about having that perfect balance of heat, because if it's too high, it just scorches like any butter that you put in to baste with it. And it's just terrible. Like burnt butter is not a good thing. I love browned butter, but yeah, burnt butter is awful and it like ruins the taste of everything. So it's finding that for me, it's for finding that perfect balance of heat for the cast iron with steak. But oh my god. And I really am really simple with my seasoning with the steak. It's just tons of salt. So to I like to do that like maybe 3 or 4 hours before I cook the steak, coat it in that salt, and then you'll see the moisture coming out of the steak, and it tenderizes the steak like nothing else. And then I take some of it off, and then it's just pepper and sometimes like a steak seasoning, very, very lightly. Toss it into the cast iron, and it crusts so beautifully. Oh my god, my totally favorite thing, and I perfected my way that I do it. It's so good. Okay, so just catching up here. Roadhog, he says, you are amazing to your wife.
I picked that comment to respond to.
Oh, you did. Yes. Do you want to pop in?
I am gonna. Yeah.
Do you want to bring a chair over?
I am gonna.
So Kevin's going to join us.
Just keep it going. I'll be there.
Yeah.
In a second.
Kevin's just getting a chair over here, and he's going to pop in for a little bit for the live, which is fun. And I'm just going to go through. Oh, yes, to be Irish. I totally agree with you with that. I don't like my steak overcooked at all. I prefer it medium rare. It's my absolute favorite. Last time when I cooked it for Kira and I was a little bit more on the rare side. Kevin likes his a little bit more well done, so we just
very much well done.
I just cook it longer.
The whole idea of a $1,000 steak would be wasted on somebody like me because I want it like, yeah, done. I wasn't going to interfere with Kristen's live stream, but I thought I would for a quick second here. So the way that we do things in our family, or like my side of the family, if you want to put it that way, when it's somebody's birthday, you can choose whatever you want for dinner. Now, in the case of other people in the family, Kristen might make them a cake, right? When I was a kid, I used to bake a lot, but that was because we were learning it in school. So I just, whatever Duncan Hines box cake there was, I'd make a bunch of those. But without reading the box, I wouldn't remember how to do it now and this and that. So we often just go and get a cake from the store because in our family for the last few years, we've been combining birthdays. The family's grown. Some of us are spread out quite far between cities, sometimes an hour and a half apart. So it, while I like to get together with everybody all the time, I love being with family. It can be convenient to combine a couple of birthdays. So we do this for a few people. Me and my mom have our birthdays together, my sister and my nephew and Kristen's daughter often, and then Kristen and my son. And there's others. So then, so yesterday, what we did, we had 10 people come over. I think it was 10, but between all of us, the idea is, okay, you don't have to pick one thing, but you get whatever you want for dinner. Nobody's going to cook because it's going to be overwhelming, right? But like, for instance, so I know Kristen said it already, but my son wanted pizza. Kristen asked for Chinese food because here, our Chinese food, I think, is the same as in the States. But it doesn't have to be like specifically Chinese food. They got all kinds of stuff. You can get chicken wings. You can get like all kinds, right? And that's popular. When it comes to the idea of a cake, for other people, Kristen will make one. She makes probably the best New York style cheesecake that I've ever had. It's my favorite kind. She really does a spectacular job. She's done a ton of them. I wouldn't be surprised to know she's baked 4 or 5 just in the time we've been together. Steaks the other day. I tell everybody this all the time. Kristen does well in the kitchen, but she understands, like, I don't know the first thing about cast iron. I've never had it myself. I wouldn't even know how to clean it. She has to do that, right? But she literally made the other day with a cast iron pan on the stove. I don't know how elaborate the steaks themselves were. Are they AAA?
Yeah.
Or no, so AAA, but just literally out of the grocery store. So not like overly expensive or anything like that. We just do that once in a while. She probably made the most tender steak I've ever had. Probably, right? I really love like prime rib because in my opinion, that stuff like kind of just melts away, right? But she just does a spectacular job with that. And then if somebody had on their birthday, like, oh, they want something specific that somebody knows how to make or somebody makes specially, they could have that. Otherwise, it's just easy stuff, right? You get a lot of people together. Like yesterday, we were just using paper plates and stuff like that.
Super easy.
I had to split and drive my son home afterwards, which is a long drive. You don't want Kristen to have to clean up after 10 people are at the house for her own birthday. So easier to just use the disposable stuff and get rid of it or whatever. Don't get me started on the disposable stuff. But anyway, but a good time. But I just wanted to come and interfere because that's the way we basically do things. I tell everybody all the time that I can only cook or bake to save my life, but Kristen is talented with that stuff. So rather than cause a disaster, I'm sure we've all been in a situation where we plan to make something, it doesn't work out, and then you're rushing to whatever pizza place or McDonald's or something else. We didn't want to do that. It's better to just plan ahead, right? But then there's enough food for everybody. Everybody can be happy and this and that, but it's a lot of fun.
Yes, and we get to have a lot of time together to spend as a family instead of someone running to the kitchen constantly stirring and flipping and
Yes, you want
cooking.
everybody to be included where possible.
Mhm.
Except for like, Christmas is a bigger thing or Thanksgiving and things like that.
Yeah. Thank you, my love.
Thanks for the extra screen time.
Anytime. Oh, so that was Tuber Chat. Feel like I should be fangirling.
Yeah.
So yes, we live together. Unfortunately, you've already started packing, right?
I was slowly and
Slowly?
lazily today.
Yeah. So unfortunately, Kevin does have to leave because, like I said before, he has to work, and there's a few family obligations that he likes to work on. So um, that makes me sad. But then we have Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday apart, and then the anticipation builds on Friday when he gets home, and I get really excited. And sometimes you come home a little earlier than before midnight. So we get to see each other and stuff like that. But most of the time, we wake up together Saturday morning, and Saturday mornings are my favorite. So, but that's us. That's our household. We love each other very much. Yeah. Yeah. So to be Irish, he said he is a romantic chap. The soft side is exposed. LOL. Yes, he is a teddy bear. Oh, thank you so much, Rosalind. Thank you so much for coming and for the birthday wishes. I really appreciate you. Thank you.
Thank you, everybody, for being here, by the way. Thank you for those of you who came over from Tuber Chat.
Yes.
Also.
Yes, thank you for the raid, my love. And thank you, everyone, for the time that you spent with me for my birthday. It is really, really special, and I appreciate all of you. And I think I'm going to end this very shortly, only because I find that if I'm live for too long, I start to get tired. So for those of you that don't know me, you wouldn't know to look at me, but I do have MS, and it is an invisible disability. And sometimes I'm 100% like normal, but then there's times when if I get really stressed out. So work stress is good stress for me. I don't usually have any type of flare-ups or anything like that when that comes to work, but emotional stress seems to affect me. But also if I'm tired, if I'm overly hot, and it is like it's a cooler day, but it is getting warm in here, and when it gets warm, some weird things happen, and I definitely don't want them to happen on screen. And sometimes it looks different at different times, but sometimes it starts where it feels like the gravity has been sucked out of the space that I'm in, and I feel like there's a hand pressing me down into the ground. So when I say I feel heavy, it usually means that an episode is going to happen. And then I'll start to slur my words, and sometimes the way that I walk is different. Sometimes it gets so bad that I've fallen. So I've learned over the past, how long have I had this? Since 2015, so 8 years. So during those 8 years, I've been able to learn like my triggers, and also when things happen, or sometimes when I have an infection, it causes these weird things to happen to my hands and feet. Lately, I've been noticing when I have an infection, like a small one, this finger, it's always my left, but this finger will get really, really super straight, and I can't bend it. And it only happens for like maybe 5 seconds at a time where I can't bend. And then all of a sudden I'm able to bend it and it's fine. But with it getting a little bit warmer in the apartment, I didn't want to put the air conditioning on while I was live, only because it's really loud and I didn't want it to affect the sound or anything like that. Before I go, I do want to go through the chat really, really quickly. So again, thank you everyone for coming. I appreciate all of you for spending the time with me and for all of your birthday wishes. Oh, wow. 26 years together. That's amazing, Catlin. Wow. Roadhog, thank you so much for the sentiment. Thank you. Thank you, Jewel in the kitchen. Oh, you were live for 4 hours? I was live with Vern, Elevate with Vern, and I think that was 2 hours. It might have been even close to three. And that was the longest that I've ever done. And I was fine through it, but I don't think it was in the summer. So I think it was fine that way. But yeah, sometimes when you're live, it flies by so fast. And then for me, when I'm doing a live ones, just by myself type of thing, it takes a little bit more effort for me to keep up with the conversation because I'm a little socially awkward. And yeah, I don't have a lot of experience with this. Oh, thank you, Nora. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, Sister Winnie. Yes. So this Nora, the stock explorer, yes, I get a type of ore. I get this weird feeling, and it's good to have because when I have that, and so with my job, I'm able to work from my home, but I do have to go out and visit clients from time to time. And sometimes it's a long distance. So I have a client that I see that's about 45 minutes away, but if I wake up in the morning and I have that heavy feeling, I have to cancel because it's unsafe for me to drive. But when I get that heavy feeling, that's my key to go lay down and sleep. And when I wake up, I'm 100% fine again. But if I have that when I'm out, if I'm close enough to come home, I can come home. But otherwise, this hasn't happened yet, but I would have to find a place that was safe and sleep in my car until I'm safe to drive again. But that hasn't happened yet. So I'm grateful for that. Yeah, exactly. To be live. Yes. To be Irish live. Yes, absolutely. Thank you, Granny, filming again. Oh my gosh. I can't imagine going 8 hours in a stream. Congratulations and props to you. Oh, that's amazing, Catlin. Oh, Rosalind, thank you so much for being here, and I appreciate all of your time. Oh, Jamie Hart, thank you so much. You don't have to do that, and I really, really appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Um, Perfect. And speaking of something yummy, I don't usually eat on camera. I don't know if I ever have. So I am going to have a small bite of cake. Mm, it is so good. Mm-mm. It's so, so good. Yeah, I know. I know. Eat the cake. It was Marie Antoinette. Let them eat cake. So eat the cake I did. Mukbang, yes, or mukbang. Oh, that's really cool, To Be Irish Live. That's really cool. I'm gonna have to check that out on your channel. That's so cool. Oh, okay. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Bayou Bengal. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate you being here, and I appreciate everyone's time. But I think I'm going to end it here and cool off. I'm going to put the air conditioning back on and relax for the rest of the day. But I want to take this time to sincerely thank all of you for being here. I appreciate and love each and every one of you. Thank you so, oh my gosh. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you later. Thank you, everyone. Bye for now.